Thanks for joining us. New tonight, the Minnesota House just passed a bill that would provide legal protections to those who come here from other states seeking abortions. The Reproductive Freedom Defense Act is the second major abortion-related bill passed this year. John Croman joins us live from the Capitol tonight with a breakdown. John?
You know, Randy, this is about those other states that have passed abortion bans since Roe v. Wade fell. And essentially, it says that if you're in one of those states that has a report your neighbor or sue your neighbor or maybe criminally prosecute your neighbor for coming here, Minnesota is not going to do anything to cooperate with those states to make it easier for them to go after someone for doing something here that's illegal here.
Abortion rights supporters greeted lawmakers ahead of a vote on the Reproductive Freedom Defense Act, a bill that would serve as a legal shield to those who come to Minnesota to get legal abortions here.
There is a chilling effect on providers about the type of health care they can provide and whether they will be prosecuted for giving patients the reproductive health care that they need.
Esther Baji's bill would strengthen medical privacy around abortion provider records and bar the governor and law enforcement from cooperating with other states that are trying to pursue legal actions against people who seek and receive abortions in Minnesota.
It will prevent Minnesota's law enforcement agencies and courts from being hijacked in service of laws that go against our values and the values of the majority of Minnesotans.
Currently, abortion is banned or restricted in a dozen states, the dark red ones on this map, and a dozen others, shown in pink, have legislatures that are wanting to ban it.
For the first time ever, I regularly care for patients from Texas, Alabama, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and the list goes on and on.
Republicans assert this bill would disrupt relationships that Minnesota has with other states and violate the U.S. Constitution.
We're making a law for other states to allow the breaking of a law in another state. And no one here is going to be held accountable for that.
Minnesota has a proud history of standing for our constitutional union. We all stood today and pledged allegiance to one nation under God, indivisible.
So this bill passed along party line votes with the DFL majority voting for it and the GOP minority against. A companion bill is also making its way through the Senate. And then there's another bill that affects abortion rights. That is the one that would remove restrictions such as the 24-hour waiting period. That one is also winding its way through the committee process here. Back to you, Randy.